Hey there, YouTube. I'm got this old 80 Ford here, and I'm just gonna sit in here with you guys. The door shut because it's a little bit windy out there. Basically, I'm having problems with this truck. I love this truck, but I don't know, guys. She might be coming to an end. I don't know. I'm gonna try and keep putting money into it. It's just one thing after another. Basically, changed the oil in it. Did new spark plug wires, all that fun stuff. Did a carb re-clean. We cleaned that up. So basically, I'm just going to jump to it, guys, and tell you what's been going on and why I've been having trouble like a son of a bitch. And I mean son of a bitch because went to go start it the other day. I plugged off more vacuum lines. I thought, oh, maybe it'll run, maybe it'll idle now that I did that, right? Didn't even get a chance. What I did, I turned the key ahead, started right up. But the problem is, the starter was running with the motor. The motor was running, and so was the starter. So I took the key. Well, what actually happened was it stalled out, right? Because that happens. So I don't know if the plugging off those vacuum lines made a difference or not. I don't think so. But I don't know. It stalled. Barely even got a chance. It only ran for like not even a minute. So what I did was it stalled out. I turned the key all the way back, right? And it kept turning over. The motor was off, but it kept turning over. And the key was right off. Like, I turned the key all the way back like that, right? And it was kept turning over. So, you know what that means. The ignition is fucked. So I gotta take this ignition out and get a new ignition for it. And another thing that I'm gonna do is, well, I might do this, is I might take this ignition out, put in a new one, which I don't even know how hard that is. Like there's a little, I seen a guy on YouTube, he says there's a little hole underneath the ignition here, and you take a little flat screwdriver and you pry that ignition off. Or the other fucking way that you can do it is a shitty way. That's steering locked, but another way is that you have to, pain in the ass, you have to take this steering wheel off with a steering puller, and underneath the steering wheel, here's the column, right? And then the column, you got to get a flat screwdriver. There's like 2 screws that holds this ignition in. I think you need 1 screwdriver to pry on the chrome ignition part here. Other screwdriver will be loosening the screws. I think it's like spring loaded or some dumb shit like that. So that will be fun, won't it? That'll take like probably half an hour to do. And I have a push button start for it. I think what I'm going to do is I'll put in a new ignition and put in a push button start. And the push button start will probably be hanging out from this little ashtray. Maybe, like having it there maybe. Or maybe mounted up here somewhere or down here. I haven't decided yet. I've seen a couple guys do it up here or on the left side. I kind of want on the right though, but maybe if I just put in new ignition, maybe it'll be fine. I'd just do it, run the ignition from key, right? Why not? So that's a thing that we gotta do. So in case you guys are wondering what's going on with the 80 Ford, that's what's happening. That's what's going down. But guys, I don't know. I love this truck. She's a project truck, but I'm 16 now. And I'm getting my G1. And I'm gonna write the test. Fuck, guys, I really wanted to drive this truck to high school and shit. And when I got my G1 and all that, but she ain't happening. Just too late. The truck is just wanting to take its time. It's just, who knows? Oh yeah, another thing I did, added some shit. I got this cool book here. My uncle gave it to me. And basically, motor truck repair manual. It says for pickups, vans, campers, 4-wheel drive motorhomes, utility trucks, step vans, school buses, dump trucks, log haulers, and all that shit. And look how thick this fucking thing is. That's fucking insane. Look at that. Like, here it says 1150 free pages. Like, they got Ford Ranger, fucking, oh my god, it's insane, guys. Pretty awesome. It'll help. Every little bit, every little thing helps. Believe it or not, I got a auto buy here. I was looking to buy a vehicle or whatnot. Holy Christ, I'll just show you some of these prices here, guys. Like, you're not gonna believe it. And this was back, oh Christ, I've had this fucking thing for 3-4 years now, and like, holy Christ. I'll show you. Here we go. 69 Camaro. 69 grand. Almost 70 grand for that old, and for 69 Camaro SS convertible. Blue bucket seats, white 427 V8 4-speed, her shifter, PB, cowl induction hood. Like, it's freaking amazing. 608 miles, 608 miles, sorry. 63 Chevy C10, that's another cool one I'd like to get. It's a fleet side. And they want 80 grand for that, guys. Here's a 70 Camaro. Like, that's pretty sweet. It's got the, what's it called? Hugger something, orange and white stripes. Like, that thing is sweet, guys. Like, that's 40 grand. Any muscle car you want, guys, they're like at least 30 and up. 30 and 40 up. It is insane. And I don't even have, like, the most money I got right now that I got saved up is about 2 grand, which is not a lot. It is a lot, but not a lot for, like, to buy something like this. Here's a Mustang. I like that. Ford's the best. 65. And they want this 65 Ford Mustang. Okay, 24K. But guys, this was like 3-4 years ago. 24K back then is probably 34K now. Or 40, so I don't know. COVID prices and shit go up a lot, but yeah, she's pretty cool. So, and I've also added a few things. I don't know if I showed you. I added this old Zippo lighter. The old guy named Rick used to own this truck, and he's the one who crashed it. Poor old guy, he was drunk, he didn't know what he was doing, but basically this was his lighter, which is really creepy. I'm holding it right now. He passed away from, he drank himself to death, poor guy, but I would have loved to meet him. He loved country music, he loved this old Ford, great guy. And it says, I don't know what his middle name was. I can't read, I think that's J or something, but anyway, it says R and M, which basically stands for Rick Moore, because his name was Rick Moore, and the Zippo says Rick Moore. Sadly, he's passed away though, but pretty cool in memory to have this, and he used to use his lighter all the time. And there's some old change he used to have up in there. His old radio here. I found an old Merle tape in here, which is pretty cool. He used to like to listen to Merle while driving this old sweetheart down the road. And we got this. I added that General Lee sticker. Hazard County. If you don't like the rebel flag, frig off, because I do. And if you don't like it, get off the channel. And if you do, well, then you're fucking sweet. But if you don't, then you're a fucking asshole, and I don't like you. And GE sticker. Got that because that's where my dad works. Pretty fucking sweet. Thought it looked pretty cool on the glove compartment there. My dad's like, oh, you need to have STP and all this other cool stuff, and oil and all that stuff on your glove compartment, and cool rock stations. I'm like, well, GE's pretty cool. You know, whatever. Some old, and these are cool, these old air fresheners from like 30 years ago. They don't have no scent, but what's his name? Rick had them. I keep them in there. I like them. What else did I add? I have added, oh yeah, you can't see it, but on the Farmer Feeds City It sticker on the back there, so all those City It's can see that and they'll love it. when you're going down the old highway. Farmers Feed City, it's right up on here on the old sun visor here, and I got a little yellow band here of Canadian Leaf. Gives me good luck with this old truck. Not that I haven't had any. Every time I turn around, the old girl's gotta fucking break down on me. But yeah, that's what's been going on. So some ether here, empty. So that's what's been going on. I cleaned up this. That was a few years ago, or a few months ago. This is all painted up, and I am sweating. I gotta get out. Holy moly. Oh, I got the door panel on. That's another thing. Gotta get the door panel on there. Mint. Oh, I can't get out. And for this door, it's windy again. I gotta jack it up and loosen these free bolts. Lift up this pin and realign the door because the door is not aligned. Look at that, because the line here from here does not line up. So, well, that's my new inner fender for this truck. Because the other one I had to rip off. It was all crumpled and garbage. Oh yeah, that was another thing. I'm taking a break from this truck for a while. Because I'm going to sit back here in the shade. It's hot out today. But I have to take a break from this truck because, like I said, it was turning over. I had to unhook the battery. Thank God the alternator don't work. That would have been a real issue. I mean, the truck wasn't running, so it wouldn't have made a difference anyhow. But if the truck was running and the alternator worked, I'd be fucked. But I'd have to unhook the coil wire. So, yeah. That's another thing. Oh, yeah. I got burnt the other day. Right there you can see. It's just a small thing. It burst. I don't even feel it now, but yeah, that fucker burnt me because I unhooked the battery and I went to go hook it back up. This was a negative cable, by the way. And I was going to try and start again. I thought, oh, you know, maybe once I turn off the key and fuck around with the battery, maybe it'll be fine. There's a chicken. The fuck you doing, chickie? It's going to start shitting everywhere on my truck. It's been shitting on my truck, by the way. I had to clean it off. Fucking thing. Look at it. It's going to go shit again. I swear to God, it's a big fucking bird tries to piss me off. It's gonna shit on my regs there. I gotta pick those up. I like to use those regs to wipe off the shit, and the bird decides to shit on the regs. Now it's coming over here because it knows it like the fucks with me, you know? I don't know. It's coming over to me now, like, fucking thing. But anyhow, yeah, that's what's going on with this truck. Oh, and that's how I got burned. I unhooked the battery cable. I keep getting off track because this fucking bird. But anyways, I unhooked the battery cable, hooked it back up. Fucker sparked right at me, and the truck started to turn over again. It's like, what the hell? The truck is trying to kill me.